Hey, what's up with you all? Welcome back to my garage. Today is an amazing day. I have not posted in a while due to going on vacation, but now I'm back and bringing another video to you all. Just to recap from the last video, I believe I found what was causing the issue of a misfire. The misfire was in cylinder 4. I pulled the code from the vehicle which led me to that cylinder. Even though I narrowed that issue down to a specific cylinder, I went ahead and pulled all 8 coil packs and all 8 spark plugs and inspected them for damage. No damage was found on any of the coil pack, but the spark plugs from cylinder 4 looked pretty banged up, which I feel was a culprit of the misfire. I took it a step further by replacing the spark plug from cylinder 4 with a brand new spark plug and moving the coil pack to another cylinder to see if the misfire would jump cylinders. It did not. Even though there was no damage to any of the coil packs, I decided I was replacing all 8. I also said I replaced all 8 spark plugs and all 8 injectors. If you guys didn't know, I'm here to tell you fuel injectors are pretty expensive. One fuel injector is about $60. I had to replace all 8. That would bring me to a grand total of about $480 to $485, tax, all that, whatever. Yeah, I weighed my options. In the future, I'll have to upgrade these injectors in preparation for an upgrade I have planned for the motor. There will be a video on that. Keep a lookout for that one. So instead of replacing them now and then having to turn around and spend another $400 to $500 depending on the brand of injectors I go with, I chose to just use a Lucas brand injector cleaner. I won't be replacing the injectors, but I will be replacing the pigtail connectors to the injectors due to the OEM connectors have become brittle over time from both age and heat from the engine bay. Spark plugs for this vehicle is just as expensive. They are about $13 each. Because after inspection only one spark plug was damaged, I chose to pull the other 7, inspect them again, clean them, and I reinstalled them. In case I lost anybody, today I would just be replacing 8 coil pack and 8 fuel injector pigtail connectors. Alright guys, so I'm replacing the pigtail connectors for your fuel injectors. Most of the time they're going to be wrapped up in this tape all around. That's to keep water out, keep it airtight, basically protect your wires. But some people will cut these completely off, and then what they would do is they would splice these, they would splice the new one into the existing. But I'm not going to go that route. What I'm going to do is, this is the brand new pigtail connector. From that brand new one, I pulled this red locking tab from out of the center. If this is, there it goes. I pulled this red locking tab out of the center of it, and once you pull that red locking tab down inside of this pigtail connector, there are tabs. If you hit the right tabs, if you pull those tabs back the correct way, it will release the wires from the pigtail connector, and you will be able to pull out the red and the black wire. The only thing that you would have left after doing that would be this portion of the connector. With this portion of the connector, you would do the same thing that you did with this one to your OEM one, and make sure you annotate which wire go to which side. The easiest way is to take your new connector, orient it in the way that you're going to put it back down on your fuel injector, and that way you can see where the wire goes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead, I've already done the first 4, and I'm going to go ahead and install the first 4 onto the vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one. This is the tool that I use to remove the red locking tab. pop that up. Firm grip. Pull up on it nice and firm so that you don't crack it. There it is. Red locking tab removed. Place that down. Grab my needle. Pull back that tab. Press the old out. Same on this side. If you hear the clicking noise, that's because the tab that I am pushing is releasing and then catching back. Boom, it has been released. Now, as I was saying before, what I do is I make sure that this is oriented. I would take this, oriented the way that it's gonna go onto my fuel connector, like that. And now I know that this is my red lead, this is my negative. My red lead will go on the left side, so just like that. My black lead, negative lead, will go into the right side. Keep pushing till I hear the click, tug on it to make sure that it's secure. Then I replace the red locking tab, and that completes that one. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna replace the last three on the passenger side, and I will get right back to you guys. As of right now, all 4 fuel injector connectors on this side have been replaced. All 4 fuel injector connectors on the other side have been replaced. This is what they look like. They're all black. What you're seeing with the red, that's just a little safeguard to make sure they don't move around nowhere once they are connected to the fuel injector. With these, some people like to, like I said before, some people like to splice the new ones in. I'd rather not cut into existing wire. What they do is they'll remove the tape here, this electrical tape here, they'll remove it. They'll use these 2 wires here, these 2 new wires here, the red and the black, which is your positive and your negative. It comes crimped already with the ends for your connect, or for your for the inside of the connector. But they'll splice into the existing wire, they'll wire the new ones in, and they'll go on from there. I didn't do that. As I said before, only thing I did, I just removed the pins. I de-pinned the connector and then re-pinned the connector, which is this portion here. Now that that has been completed, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna remove the old OEM coil packs, and we're gonna go ahead and replace those. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use compressed air to blow around the area of my coil pack. That way I know that there's no debris that's gonna fall down to my spark plug well. Right now, I am removing the connectors, the pigtail connectors from the coil pack, and then I will use a 7mm socket to remove the bolt from the coil pack itself, and then remove the coil pack. Doesn't take much force to remove these bolts. They I forgot the specs for the torque, but it's not that hard. Now I'll go ahead and back the bolt out the rest of the way by hand. Some may wonder why I'm using this extension as long as it is because for this exact reason right here. When backing it up by hand, I have more area to grab. You could use a shorter extension if you like, but my choice is to use this one for that reason. Coil pack 4, coil pack 3, coil pack 2, coil number 1. I have mine numbered just in case if there is an issue, I know what cylinder to go to based off the coil pack that's sitting on top. I would do the same with the coil pack that I have, the brand new coil packs. I'm getting ready to go get my markers so I can go ahead and number those as well. Coil number 1 going in. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap up today's video. What you guys are looking at are the old fuel injector connectors. You're looking at the tools that I used to depin and repin those connectors. Not those ones, not the brown ones, but the black ones I showed you guys earlier. The red and black wires, I'm gonna keep those. I could use those in the future. You're looking at a tool that I use on my compressor. I use the compressor to blow away any debris away from the engine bay, so that way I had a clean working surface. I use compressed air to blow dirt away from the coil pack. That way, once removed, debris did not fall into my spark plug well. The red tabs you see, those go inside of the fuel injector connectors. That is what secure the wires and secure the connector to the fuel injector. On top of my intake, you see the coil pack. Those are the old coil packs that I removed. The new coil packs are installed. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and comment. If you guys leave a comment, I will get back to you guys' comment at my earliest convenience. Until next time.